Welcome, Marie here in Zone 6 with a look at the garden. Here in the East Garden, which is the front garden, the snowdrift supertunias on either side of the walkway are growing well. And look at this incredible. Actually, there are two. We had a bit of rain, but they're holding up well, I would say. Here are some Bordeaux petunia along with a potato vine. And look at the Daisy May Shasta. Just delightful. And in this container, the snowdrift supertunia is growing very quickly and actually growing over the amethyst verbena. So I'm not sure if I'm going to prune it or just let it go. And there's that Dusty Miller. And back by the steps, the silverberry supertunias are starting to fill in, and this one is starting to cascade over the front steps. The lavender in the front is looking lovely. The limelight in front of the bay window will probably be blooming in mid-July. And look at this incredible. It's huge. And this is just one incredible. Look at that. And look at my cute little dainty weeds. So cute. I pruned back the Sally Holmes, but there are still blooms to come. Look at there. And it looks like there's even a basil break, a new cane. So exciting. Heading into the back, the endless summers are a lot smaller than they usually are, but they are still beautiful. Look at there. And lots of blooms to come. That is a quick fire you see behind. And it's starting to bloom. Yippee! I love quick fires. They bloom so early as panicle hydrangeas. There's a view of the deck. This container by the entrance is looking pretty with the snowdrift supertunia, the Bordeaux petunia, as well as the canna I grew from seed, and the Dusty Miller. And look at all the buds that are coming on this quick fire fab. So exciting. And the clematis is starting to bloom again. Look at all those buds. Ooh. Here's an inside look. Look at there. My neighbor was pruning in her yard, and I came out quickly and pulled my clematis down from the top of the fence because I didn't want her to make a mistake and clip it. So it's draping now. Welcome. This bowl is for the stray cats who were born in my garage, and any others who would like some water. The pink cashmere verbena is really starting to bloom now. The silverberry supertunia, this is just one, is overflowing. And the Dusty Miller seems to be keeping up pretty well. I pruned back my roses in those containers, and this potato vine is really spreading. And look how huge this hibiscus has gotten. I think it's evening rose. It should have dark fuchsia blooms. And look at the little quickfire. Look at all the buds. The beacon and patience down here are mounding. Here is some Scabiosa pincushion. I winter sowed, I believe, about 2 years ago. Look at that. Just delightful. Once again, Beacon and Patience, and they're mounding. This Bobo has started to get some buds. And the Walker's Low catmint is still looking good. In the back left flower bed, the Quickfires, that one to the left. The middle one is a Firelight, and this Quickfire to the right are starting to bloom. The Firelight in the middle, it blooms a little later. It takes some time. The Geranium Roseanne is looking great, as well as these Beacon and Patience, which are starting to get taller. Walker's Low, more Roseanne, and look at this beauty. Look, it's bloomed all the way up to the top. Some of them. Oh, just marvelous. This Gatsby Pink Oak Leaf Hydrangea. And the Limetta looks like it will be blooming soon. So exciting. And this Firelight has buds. Fantastic. And back in the hidden garden, the Annabelles, that one to the left, as well as this one to the right, are starting to bloom. This one was labeled as an Annabelle when I bought it. That's not an Annabelle. I even have the tag still on it. But it's still pretty. And this Quickfire Fab, it's gotten really shady back here over the years. So I don't know if that's going to bloom. Here is the Limelight, which blooms later. Here is another Limelight. This one I got recently. That's why it has buds. Here are some Shastas I grew from seed in my home, heading to the hidden garden. Here are some winter sown Shastas. And this third batch is winter sown Shastas. And I have some Begonias. 1, 2, 3. And I'm hoping that these white Begonias as well as these Shastas will kind of highlight the pathway when they bloom, or as they bloom. Over by the extension I built on the top of my fence this year, this Gatsby Star looks just beautiful. Look at that. Look at the leaves. Blooming all the way to the tip, most of them, if not all. And the raccoons have been digging again. At least they're cute. Moving on. The Annabelles in this bed are starting to bloom. We had some rain, so that one's floppy. And the August moon hostas are looking grand. Over below the deck, the Beacon and Patience are really getting large, filling in. And over on this side, I planted Begonias. Let me show you the tag. Voila. They're supposed to get really big, so that's exciting. I planted them along this side to add a little variety over here. Over by the table I built years ago, I planted Begonias in these containers as well. They're supposed to get big. White Begonias, they should sparkle over here in the darker area. Over here by the shed I built years ago. Thank you for going off, air conditioner. Here is an Annabelle. looking good. From the deck, here's a view down to the quick fire, as well as the endless summers. On the deck, everything is looking well. Give you a view. And the mini Vista indigo are really starting to grow. Take a look. There's the hosta. I leave it in a container year after year, and it comes back. Consider subscribing, and thanks for watching.